Hey, welcome back to Crash Bandicoot the First Blind. In this episode, we're going to go ahead and start out with Ripperoo, which I'm assuming is a boss fight. I'm not entirely sure, though, but I'm guessing it's a boss fight. Yes, it is a boss fight. How's it going there, man? What do I have to do here? What do I have to do here? I have no idea what I have to do here. Let's see. Do I have to make you jump into TNT? Is that what I have to do? Is that what I have to do? Do I have to make you jump into TNT? I mean, how am I supposed to predict where you jump? That's the question I'm now asking. How do I predict where you jump? Is that something that's physically possible to do? Is predict where you jump? Yeah, because you just jump in random places. So how am I supposed to predict that? Okay, so yeah, I'm supposed to just kind of blow up TNT and hope you jump where the TNT is, basically is what it is. So yeah, I guess I just have to wait until you jump where TNT is, which is gonna be kind of a pain in the neck, but it is what it is. It is what it is, Mr. Ripperoo. It is what it is, Mr. Ripperoo. So just go ahead and jump around like a crazy person. Okay, that's a second hit. Okay, so I need to hit him 3 times is what I need to do. I need to hit him 3 times, which seems totally doable. But can I actually do that? Can I actually hit him a 3rd time? Can I hit him a 3rd time without landing in the water? That's the question I'm now asking. Can I actually do that? Can I hit him a 3rd time without landing in the water? Yes, I can. Okay, there we go. I'm not entirely sure how I hit him there, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. Not entirely sure how I hit him there, but I'm not going to complain. I am not going to complain. The Lost City. Ooh, what do we got here? We've got an extra hit here, which I'm going to go ahead and take. Can I go over that? How do I go over that? I'm not entirely sure, man. There must be a way to go over that, but I couldn't tell you how. Hello there, moving wall. I'm just going to go ahead and pass on by you. Can I not kill Mr. the, I was going to say, can I not kill Mr. the Lizard Man? Is that not something I'm capable of doing, is killing Mr. the Lizard Man? Thanks for all the one-ups there, video game. I appreciate all those one-ups. I will gladly take all of those one-ups and shove them in my pockets. Because, you know what? I could use those one-ups, especially when I'm going to be failing this video game as badly as I expect I'll probably be failing this video game. Those bats are probably going to hurt me, I would like to assume. I'd like to assume those bats are probably going to hurt me, so let's not take damage from those bats. Let's go ahead and wait for those bats and not take unnecessary damage. Oh no, I probably could have bounced on that box. Oh, I'm willing to bet I could have bounced on that box. Oh well, not a big deal. Yep, and I'm willing to bet I could have bounced on it to get this thing to spawn. I'm willing to bet. So now I can't get that evil guy head now. Darn it. Stupid bats. Why do you have to be this way, bats? Why do you have to get in my face like that, bats? I fail to understand why you have to be this way, bats. Can I get that extra hit or extra life? Can I just fall off a platform? I'm not entirely... Ugh. So far, I would say my least favorite part about this game is the fact that you can fall off horizontal planes, which is kind of just a little bit annoying. Just a little bit annoying that you can fall off when you're doing a horizontal thing. But that's okay, not a big deal. Not something we cannot handle. It is entirely manageable, I suppose. As long as we can just keep up doing what we're doing here. And not, you know, going up or down when we're trying to go left or right, which is something we find ourselves doing a lot of the time. So I can only kill the lizard by jumping on it, apparently. That makes a lot of sense. So I can only kill the lizard by jumping on the lizard. So that's something that I'm going to have to pay attention to. But the problem is that I only have 1 hit, and if I get hit by these bats, I die. So how am I going to go about avoiding these bats? That's the question I'm going to ask, is how I go about avoiding these bats. I suppose the best way to avoid these bats is to not even go into that little hole and just, yeah, just do something like that. Just avoid the lizard. Just avoid the lizard entirely, and then you can get the checkpoint like so. Mr. Lizard Man, how do I deal with you, Mr. Lizard Man? Yeah, how do you get those evil guy heads? It seems like those evil guy heads are particularly difficult to get, and I'm not entirely sure how you go about getting those. But I suppose it's not all that important. I would guess that they're basically just for bonus games, for probably more difficult bonus games than your girlfriend head bonus games. But hopefully they don't actually serve, well, they probably do serve toward completion in some fashion. But that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do, man. Just by the way, just in case you weren't aware, that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to land on the exclamation block, which is part of the problem with it being hanging out above fire, is that I have to do a very awkward jump in order to land on it. But hopefully that actually serves some kind of purpose. So what is the reasoning behind Mr. the exclamation block? What is the purpose behind Mr. the exclamation block? Why do you exist, Mr. exclamation block? Can you tell me what your purpose is? Oh, can I go back behind there? Is that something I can do? Can I go back behind here? Yeah, there is something back behind here. So what is this? There's a life here. Aha. I will take that life. Because you know what? Lives are valuable, especially since I find myself losing them every 2 seconds. Ooh, there's even an evil guy head here. That was our third evil guy head. No, we missed the first 2 of them. But that's okay. We were able to get the third one. There's another life there. I'm not going to complain about a life. How am I going to go about killing this guy? Like that, I guess? Wasn't entirely sure how I wanted to go about killing that guy, but you know what? We managed somehow or another. This is gonna be scary. There we go. These levels are already starting to get very, very scary. There is no doubt about that. I am getting very, very scared. How do I go about doing this? I'm not entirely sure. I am not so sure how to go about doing this. This is getting just a little bit ridiculous, town. Alright, so something like that, I guess. Then I can do something like that and then get another life. Yeah, so I previously said in a previous video that I was kind of hoping that these lives, they continue to be as generous as they are here in the early game in the late game, but I get the sinking sense that as the game progresses, we're going to be finding less and less lives, which would be kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. I would certainly hope that we continue to find lives as the game progresses, because I'd imagine this game is probably going to continue to get harder and harder. Break the box. Why is it that... I would say probably my least favorite part about this game so far is the fact that you can fall off the bonus games like that. That's probably my least favorite part about this game so far, is the fact that you can fall off the bonus games like that. I mean, I'm holding right and left on the control stick, and yet I still fall off the bonus games, which is not something I particularly like all that much. Not something I particularly like all that much, but it is what it is. Not sure how I'm supposed to hit that exclamation box. I suppose I'm probably supposed to jump on Mr. the Lizard Man, but beyond that, I'm not entirely sure. I am not entirely sure. Alright, let's go ahead and do one more level. The Temple Ruins. We are now in the darkness. We are in the darkness of the ruins, where things are gonna start getting scary. I'm assuming I can't stay on that. That's what I thought. Hello there, Snake. Thanks for hitting me there, Snake. I had no chance to react to you, Mr. Snake. So thank you very much, Mr. Snake. That jump was very, very scary. I very nearly died trying to do that jump. I'm going to try to break that TNT box if entirely possible. If I can entirely physically do so, I am going to try to break that box. Mr. Snake, I am not going to let you hit me this time, Mr. Snake. Because I was prepared for you this time. I was ready for your existence this time, Mr. Snake, so thank you. Can I get some lovely, lovely fruit by doing this? Is that something I'm capable of, is getting some lovely, lovely fruit? Wow, the platforming in this game is terrifying. Can I just say that using words I know how to use, which is, English words? The platforming in this game is very, very scary. But that's the whole thing with PlayStation 1 graphics, is that it's just very, very awkward. Hello there, spider. There's another life there. Look at all those lives. I am not going to be upset about lives, because you know what? We're probably going to be losing all of those lives very, very rapidly. And I am not going to be upset about the fact that we're getting as many as physically possible. Does Wumpa Fruit disappear after a period of time, or does it stay on the field? It sure seems to stay on the field, which is super nice. Which way do I go? Do I go this way? Is this the direction I go? Yes. Alright, well, let's go ahead and ride a stone. Ride a stone to the next section, and then jump on an area with fire, which is very, very scary, because I don't want to be burnt to a crisp. I do not want to be burnt to a golden crisp by the fire. That would be unfortunate. Hello there, Mr. Snake. Hello there, Mr. Spike. I'm just going to run directly into you. That's just what I felt like doing. I just kind of thought that would be the smart move to make, would be running directly into a spike. It's not necessarily what I wanted to do there, but you know what? That's exactly what I felt like doing, I guess, is just running directly into a spike and having to start way back here again. So let's try that again. Let's try that again, this time a little bit more gusto. Let's try that again with a little bit more knowing what we want to do. But the good thing is that this gives us the opportunity to get a whole bunch more Wumpa Fruit, which is actually super nice, which I'm not going to be upset about. The only unfortunate thing is that I bounce on this box really, really slowly, which is kind of a shame, but it is what it is. Okay, let's go back on this moving stone and actually try this a second time. Try this a second time, hopefully without running into a spike. Hopefully without running into spikes. That would be nice. There we go. And this time, wait for the fire. Wait for the fire and do a crazy jump. Hello there, checkpoint. I appreciate your existence, Mr. Checkpoint. Because you know what? I need checkpoints or I'm never going to make it through levels. It's pretty great. Oh no, bats. Bats all day long. As well as extra hits. I will gladly take extra hits, because everyone knows that I'm taking a lot of unnecessary damage. How do I get over there? What? Wait. That's what I would like to know. That's not what I wanted to do, just by the way. And this time, instead of... Can I actually land on this platform this time? That would be absolutely marvelous. If I could actually, land on the platform and not, die. That'd be phantasmical. Because, I died like 3 times there. I don't know if I even cut in all those deaths. I probably did, just because it was funny. Man, this level is just a little bit scary. Can I just say that using words of the English language? This level is just a little bit scary. Just a little bit scary. Okay, go this way. There we go. Get that checkpoint. Yeah, so but at least we're getting lives as we go, which is super nice. But this level so far seems pretty long, and this is a very platformy level. There is definitely a lot of platforming going on in this level, which is okay, I guess. I mean, we're dealing with a platform game, so I'm not going to be surprised about the fact that we're dealing with so many platforming situations here. Wow, look at all these lives we're getting here. I am not going to complain about getting all these lives that we lost back again, because you know what? We lost all those lives, and I am glad to have them back again. Hop. Bats, can you leave me alone? Can you leave me alone just for a second, bats? I'd be much pleased if you just leave me alone for a brief second. And there we go. Alright, fantastic. That clears that. Whew, man, that level was scary. That level was legitimately scary, there is no doubt about that. But alright guys, that is where I'm going to go ahead and call today's video, so thank you for watching this episode. I really, really hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you did enjoy it. I will see you guys next time when we go ahead and start with the road to nowhere. And as always guys, I really do appreciate you watching. It truly, truly does mean the whole world to me. I will see you guys in the next episode.